Is it even before games?
Well, I think, hypnosis is one of the things that people can do. For us, really, it's just about eliminating the anxiety. So I'm not a clinical psychologist. The focus really is, this is what day one looks like. These are the habits that are going to allow you to be successful if you take advantage of them over the next 6 weeks. I mean, as an athlete, you guys know, you've been some of the top. Once you form habits, those habits form you. And as long as you do them, you got a chance to be successful. I mean, Tiger Woods was going to be Tiger Woods as long as he did the things that made him Tiger. And I think, as Coach was talking about Jamarcus didn't eat well when he got to Oakland, gained weight, lost his confidence. But it all started with not eating well. And I think that's really what we focused on.
there was a bit more than not eating well associated with that issue.
Well,
but that was an issue.
Agreed. But, I mean, at the end of the day, he wasn't 260. Let's just look at it that way.
A fair statement.
Yeah.
Give us some players that you've worked with and the effect of working with the players.
Well, again, I think we'll see some of the effect tomorrow, and the pre-draft process can only really enhance. I mean, the league's going to look at their career, they're going to look at the Senior Bowl, they're going to look at the Combine, they're going to look at the individual workouts. But, we had 107 guys, Jadeveon Clowney, Aaron Donald, Odell Beckham, Blake Bortles, Aaron Murray.
Wow.
I get a chance to work with A.J. McCarron, Terrence Brooks. I mean, I think we'll probably have 13, 14 guys that will go in the first round that train with us. And part of that is if you're supposed to run, like Jadeveon, I think it's a great example. There's a lot of talk about him. Once we explained to him, hey, if you do these things, you're going to be able to go out and run a very good time because you have very unique athletic aptitude. But you got to do those things. And you know what? When he understood that he could look like Usain when he went out and ran, he did all those things every day, never had any issue, and he went out and put up that, I think almost everybody has him in the 4.4s on the hand times. He ran, I mean, he was unbelievable, but he didn't look like that when he came in. He did all the things you need to do. So Aaron Donald, again, another guy, Odell Beckham, I mean, a lot of these guys, really just getting them to do what they need to do.
And I've seen a lot of these guys quoted in terms of saying, Trevor, that you really helped them. You look at Beckham, and he's one of those guys. How have you helped Beckham?
Well, I think for Odell, I think one of the things, there's real basic things. Like at the physiological level, we all talk to ourselves. And a lot of times, we don't know how often we do, but it's about 1,000 words a minute at a subconscious level we're talking to ourselves. And the more you can simplify that thought process, so for him, it was focusing like a track athlete. So Michael Johnson said he used to think of 4 things: keep my head down, pump my arms, explode, I'm a bullet. So for all those guys, it was like, hey, if you walk in a grocery store, you don't have a list, you're going to end up with a bunch of things you don't need. Let's go into this, let's approach this process focusing on the 2 or 3 things that are going to make us, explosive and all those things. So really simplifying the thought process so they could go out and do what they're capable of doing.
Certainly not asking